Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let's go with it. Hi, guys. I think we're live. I don't know.
Yeah, if we're not, I'm going to say hi anyway.
I don't know if notifications went out or not. So hey, yeah, I guess it did go out. So folks, welcome. We are here, you are there, and hopefully we're going to have a good show. We're going to talk about silver. Will silver slow down? I also want to add a little something about some of the other coin shops. Are they going to be in trouble if they didn't hedge? I don't know. Mike, how are you doing tonight? Oh, I forgot to say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Mike, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I guess I ought to say hi to everybody too. I'm doing great.
So if you guys got a question or something you want us to highlight in the show, please begin it with 3 question marks so we can easily see it. That's very important because when I run behind the chat, which I do every week, I just start looking for the question marks. It looks like we're not even going to get to start a topic. We already got some questions here. Let's see what we got. Okay, make it big. Do you think the mint is out of their mind asking what they are asking for clad coins? Mike, you deal with the mint a little bit more than me. Let's hear your
on the clad side, yes. On the silver side, I don't know. Let's take a look at what China's doing.
Well, the mint did bring out the proof eagles or whatever about what 173, 175, somewhere in there. That's a lot.
Somewhere in there, they got some silver that reached $200.
But that is a lot closer than when they brought out the proof silver eagles at 95. Silver was sitting at 30. So, I mean, there is that point. They are getting a little bit closer, but because they're so far above and everything, it just seemed closer, but it's still
a lot of people don't realize they think the U.S. Mint has all this silver. They do it themselves. No, they hire companies to do it, like Engelhart and a couple other companies, guys. So they pay a premium a little bit over to have it made because nobody's really pouring that spot.
Here we go. Here's somebody saying, I'm getting a troy pound of Ikes. Got any? I've got a few Ikes, I'm sure. You just got to call the shop or call Mike's shop. I'm sure we all got them.
Oh, yeah, I got a whole bunch of Ikes.
And you say a troy pound of Ikes, I'm guessing you're looking for the 40%ers and not the clad.
Well, he might be buying clad just weighing it as a troy ounce.
Bill District yet? Oh, wow, look at this. In case you don't know who you are, yet another John Doe is here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, yet another John Doe. So we were talking pre-show just a few minutes, and we didn't really touch too hard on this. We were talking about the topic, will silver slow down? Silver right now, at this very moment on the world market, let's refresh this and get us a number. We are looking at $94.98, basically $95 an ounce. Silver is trading at 50.53. That's right, 50.53 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. Wow. It was a little closer, but gold had an awesome day today, did it not? It went up over $100 or something like that. It's up to almost $4,800. It's $4,788. Oh, and 40 cents. But getting back to silver, we had talked a little bit about what we thought is silver going to slow down. And I had mentioned in my video yesterday, if you guys haven't checked it out, it is up. It is available. Physical demand of silver is what the thumbnail says. And it says, can physical silver control the price of silver? Now, I mentioned this in the video yesterday, and we're going to mention a little bit today. China. That's right. Over there in Shanghai. Mike, what did you hear recently about Shanghai? What are they offering for just one troy ounce of silver with a $95 spot price on Kitco?
Well, for the last 3 to 4 weeks, they've been offering always up and over 10, but this time they stepped into what I thought was kind of a crazy number. I was talking with another company that deals overseas. They have been offering around 115 to 120 per ounce.
Wow, that is a lot. Makes you think about some of these coin dealers trying to buy that silver back at that much under instead of over. We got 117 people here, guys. Don't forget to give us some thumbs up. Let us know what you think. Share the video if you like it. I'm sure other people would enjoy watching it. I mean, because Mike and I get together once a week when possible, and we just kind of talk about mainly the topic of the video, but other stuff too.
Well, yeah. And down in the fun show, I don't know if you guys heard, it was the best show ever. But we had China people there, and they was paying stupid money to buy silver.
You had
That's
Chinese.
why when people were coming around, people like us Americans trying to say, you want to sell your silver for spot? Everybody was saying no. Now, remember, silver was around 78 when it started. It was got a little over 80. We was getting $95 an ounce for silver at that time. Now it's really at that number. What's up with that?
Well, somebody knows something. Here's something from Marcus Green. He says, I saw today that the U.S. Mint has reopened and selling 1 ounce Unk backdate silver eagles for $169. What's up with that? Now, I'm not a big fan of the Mint, their prices and whatnot, but I got to honestly say they're a business like any other. They have to make money. Mike mentioned earlier about they get their silver from other people. They don't have all the silver they're selling, right?
They don't have any silver they're selling. It's basically they get blinks and they run it through their presses there.
And these companies make a blink, and they, before the Mint strikes these coins, they go through rigorous tests. They get them on 28 count trays, and the trays fill up a 3x4 skid about 3.5 to 4 foot high. And they're testing these. They're running one out of every tray through a test. And if it doesn't pass the test, they're shipping the whole shipment back, just one coin. It could be 1 million blanks. And for one, they'll fail. And they've got to pay for those tests. They drill them, they weigh them, they measure them, and they need exactly what they ordered. Is that not correct?
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff you can actually see on the History Channel when they're the Mint run stuff like quarter blanks and everything.
Yeah, you can
it's really cool how it's operated, but unfortunately, the Mint is just like any other type of mint. Some mints do form their own silver, but most mints are actually doing what they call code strikes. That's a stamp where they stamp that metal after.
And here's another thing: the Mint has a lost leader, meaning just like any other store, you'll go to a gas station or something, and gas is 10 cents cheaper there just to get you in the door to buy something else, and they could be losing money. Well, the Mint does that too, and they do that with what? Bullion silver eagles, correct? Mm-hmm. That's their lost leader. They're charging $3 plus $3.15 over spot to 10 or 11 different wholesalers. Is that correct? And that's the only
way. A couple more than that, but yes.
Just a few wholesalers. And there's a couple of ways you can get those green monster boxes is buy them through one of the distributors. Now, the Mint is probably selling those at or below cost because they needed a lost leader, and it gets people buying their other stuff. So you might want to take that into consideration. I'm not taking up for the Mint charging $169 for an Unk burnished eagle, but they are business and they got to stay in business. Here's a question about gold. Could gold be taken off, leaving silver behind in this, the best spread we can get? Is the 50 to 1 the best spread?
Well, at first I would say no. Now I'm tongue twisted here. Okay, guys, today, and I pointed this out to a few of my customers. Today, gold actually proved a higher percentage than silver in the long run. It was taken off today. It jumped up over 47. It actually hit underneath 50 for a second and come back gold. It came back.
Gold just broke $4,800 just now. It's
at silver
880 with wow. It's at the high. 95.03 is where silver's at right now. Wow. That's amazing. Gold and silver are performing great today. Now,
But like I said, silver is
probably
still
not.
outperforming. Silver is outperforming today. And for the last couple of weeks, not silver, gold. Silver has been kicking gold's butt for a minute. And now, and remember what I said this, gold is moving up, but in the end, your real return is going to be silver.
I think it is.
It's a rat race again, and I love it. I love these numbers the way they're moving. For the guys that say they can't make it, they didn't hedge right.
Yeah, you hear stories. You've seen YouTube videos where some people are saying some stores could be in trouble. If they're in trouble in this market, it's because they didn't buy back the silver because they thought it was too high, and silver just keeps going up. And now they're going to have to either buy back silver or they're going to have to sell all they have. It's just a matter of they didn't hedge. If they get in trouble in this market, it's because they didn't hedge their silver. I mean, I'll sit here and I do my Whatnot shows and YouTube shows over the weekend, and I'll be selling silver. And last week I was getting $97 on Saturday for silver. And that's a losing battle now because 7% of that goes to the Whatnot. So now it's like I sold it for 90 and I can't buy it back, but I still keep buying it. Even if you lose a little bit being a dealer, you still have to buy the silver back if you want to stay in the business. Here we go. Mike. Barbara Wall says, did you enjoy the weather in Conroe, Texas? Husband visited you and bought $2.50 MS65 plus liberties with CAC.
He sure did.
Did you enjoy the weather?
I enjoyed the weather. He got a couple of really nice coins from me. I love the people that came over and wanted to do a Photoshop with me.
Thank you,
my biggest one I love the best, we had this young man come over to me. I thought him and his dad wanted a picture. I'm talking the young man was probably 10 or 11 years old. He said, can I take one alone with you? What an honor. I was so happy that a young man asked to take a picture with an old guy like me.
I know, right? I feel good when people do that. I mean, it's kind of, when it first started happening, it was kind of, wow, with me? Why? But, we talk a lot and people see us a lot, and it's kind of cool. It makes you feel really special, I guess. So here we go. Bullion Renegade says, Coin Career Mike, refiners and coin dealers are like killing us on buying 90%, etc., but they are also killing us on the other end selling. Should it be more even? In my opinion, and I'll let Mike answer after me, I do a 10% spread. That price we're seeing on Kitco and futures and stuff, it's kind of a guess. I mean, because you see over in Shanghai, it's like 115, 120. What I do is if I'm paying 100, if I'm selling for 100, I'm paying 90. And I guess you could say now Kitco's paper price and COMEX, it's all just a suggestion. I think they shouldn't have more than a 10% spread. What say you?
Okay, well, on us with 90% because the wholesalers are not buying 90. They're not buying war nickels. They're not buying 40 or sterling silver. We have gotten so much in the house. So what we do is we tell people, hang on to your 90 a minute. We're not buying, but you can buy 90% back of milk from us for $4 to $5 back. If you want to buy some cheap. I mean,
I did highlight this a while ago. I'm going to re-highlight it. Thank you, J-Dog. I didn't get to say thank you. Right. Appreciate you, man. $5 super chat. Awesome.
All goes to Keith. I don't get a dime of it.
That's because I'm broke and he's not. That's all that is.
They call me Mr. Broke.
Okay, YoFan says, how can the mint justify a 374.4% increase in the UNC mint sets? 264 for the. I don't think they can justify the clad, but the silver, I get it, because they were selling proof silver eagles for $95 when it was $90. When silver was 90, that's when they pulled them. They waited to the very last minute to pull the stuff off and readjust the prices. It takes a lot of work. We've actually pulled a whole lot of silver off my mint set off my website because my website doesn't adjust like a lot of people's. So I literally had to pull it all off. I just couldn't go in there every week. Silver is moving too fast, and they don't go in there every week.
Sounds like he needs to get a new program. Ours
I
is
know,
just
right?
as far as he just needs to spend a little money and get a real program.
Mrs. Coin Crew says coin dealers have to buy and sell based on the wholesalers. When there are more sellers than buyers, dealers have to dump to the wholesalers to keep the money flowing. I haven't bought or sold from wholesalers in a while, but taking that into consideration, what are wholesalers paying for pure silver rounds right now?
$12 back. We're paying more than that. We are paying more than that. We do not, the way we're buying it, we cannot, if we wanted to, we couldn't dump the wholesalers without losing money. The thing is, when it comes into pure, I got enough buyers and sellers that it works out. 90%, that's a new game. Till we get our bags down, we just stop buying. I'd rather be honest with you guys and say we're not buying than to sit there and you come in and say, oh, I got to be like the wholesaler. If they have to take it, and this is how bad it is, they're not buying, but if they had to take it, they'd pay you $15 back.
Yeah, and anything further than that, having to take it is kind of an insult because they're just flipping it out and
they really don't want it. But if they had to take it, I talked to one of them. That's what they would be at.
And that's pretty generous because that's real generous when you think about it from the perspective. No, it doesn't sound real close, but when you think about it, they have to pay shipping to get that out of there. If they're actually sending it to the wholesaler, that's a darn good price. What is this crypto JPEG guy, man? He's like, this damn show again. Expect new ATH this hour. That's right. All-time highs. We just hit 4,800. 48.10 is the all-time high right now. And silver is at 95.21.
Well, guys, it ain't our fault. It's just that the silver and the gold follow us. They just follow us. We come on this show.
Something, yeah. It's like all-time highs again.
Well, I got to say, I had a customer in there today. Said, Mike, do you think it's a good time to buy gold? I don't know. I don't feel comfortable buying this. I said I would buy it if I had the funds, because he said I got plenty of silver. I want to stack some gold. He's probably going to call me up tomorrow and say, Mike, thank you very much for talking me into buying that gold.
Now, my opinion, I'm a little bit different from you when it comes to gold stacking. I am a strong advocate of fractional gold, 10th ounces especially. People told me I was crazy. I paid 10% over for a roll of 10th ounces. And you know what? I seen a comment on it the other day. That video was up.
Wait a minute. You don't ever pay me that. What is up with that?
Dude, I bought it from you.
No, you didn't pay me 10%.
Oh, I bought one of them rolls from you at 10%. So anyway, the video is up, right, for a couple of years now. And someone must have looked at the date and were like, that was quite a good investment. And that's because gold performed. Silver's doing the same thing now. Going to slow down.
That big a profit, don't you think you ought to share with your big brother over here?
Here, fidgety. Keeps me from tapping the desk. I'm sharing my knowledge. I mess with fidget things so I don't make noise.
I'm thinking that if you've done that good off me, I'm thinking you should be spreading the wealth and helping me out.
Yeah, dude. I remember one time I bought a roll off you, $195 a coin, man.
Look at it. You hear all this. See the advantages he takes over me?
Dream Reader says gold 47.94. I got 48.0780. Dream Reader.
I got 48. What are you looking at, Keith? I got 48 even and 40. Jumped. It just jumped to 48.08, 48.10.
That's what I'm saying. 48.1090 is a new all-time high. We can stay here all night going, hey, there's a new all-time high. Hey, there's a new all-time high. So, guys, thanks for watching so much. And I don't know what this guy here is doing here, this guy who also has a YouTube channel. But believe it or not, he has some great content. So go check Silver Oceans out. He is an awesome friend of ours. So Shelby Stacker, hello. Here we go. Mr. Edwards. let's hear it. How many weeks for silver to trade sideways for shops to trust the market and pay closer to spot? Assuming refiners will pay fairly too. How many weeks? It will take 1 day, in my opinion, if it's a good, reputable shop that moves on the market. Once the wholesalers start paying more fair, the shops will start paying more fair. What do you think? How long?
I don't have that crystal ball.
No. Not how long it's going to take for silver to start trading sideways. When the wholesalers start paying more fair, how long will it take for the coin dealers to start paying more fair after that?
Well, this coin dealer moves every time the wholesalers move.
There you
So
go.
if
Just
I
like
get
said,
if
same
I
day.
get a message that they're paying spot, I'm gonna be at spot. We're not gonna wait 100 days, 10 days. We're not them guys.
And that goes back to my
And people
philosophy.
come into
Oh,
well,
wow.
people come into my shop. I'm sorry to interrupt, Keith. People come into my shop. I show them what the wholesaler is paying. I am always transparent. That's why a lot of people like working with me. They always tell me, we love that you're transparent. I got nothing to hide because I want you guys to get the best deal you can. And if you talk to some of my customers, I tell them at this time, if you don't have to sell, don't sell. Don't get me wrong, I'm buying. But if you don't have to sell, hold on a minute. It's going to get back to normal. Yeah, I see that silver pencil. Does it work?
2 ounces.
Does it write?
It was just sitting there on the desk. I'm like, there's $200 just sitting here.
Does it write?
I bet you if you press hard enough, it might. Wow. But seriously, talking on that, how long will it take coin dealers? If they're reputable coin dealers such as Mike and myself, it won't take no time at all. You won't have to wait weeks. Because that goes back to my philosophy. Buy high, sell for less. Because that's how it works. That's when we are selling for less than we paid. Is that not correct?
We was at the Florida show, and it was real funny. I'm not going to say what company it was. There was one of the companies that buys from different dealers all the time. They were there, set up and everything. Guy come over and asked me what I was paying. I was about $2 less than them.
$2 less than
Less than the other company. I was being honest. And I told him about the other company paying a little more if you want to go over there. Well, he went over there. The company told him, said, yeah, we'll buy it all. We need you to put it in a box. You ship it to me. When we get back, we'll go through it.
Oh, one of those.
We'll mail you a check in 3 to 6 weeks after we go through it. Here's what I loved about the whole deal, which would have been really good for the company in a way, but not would they've been honest with the guy. Because what they told him was the spot ain't locked in until we go through it. He walked, even though they had their numbers on their site, he walked back over to me. He said, Mike, how long will it take me to get paid? I said, I can cut you a check right now since you got the product here. He says, okay, I'll be right back. And I brought your dolly. He rolled out and took my dolly out to his car, come back in. And guess what? I bought it all. And he got a check right then and there.
You just said something, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, but you just said something. They said, spot's not locked in until we process it. I can guarantee you got to watch companies like that, guys, because if spot goes down, it's going to go down. But if it goes up, they're going to say,
it's going to stay where you guys brought the
price.
So we locked in when you was at the show. We looked at it already. But they wouldn't take it there. They wanted them to ship it.
Then they were wanting to hold it for a couple of days, see if spot would go down or not. Yeah, you don't fall for that. You agree upon the number right then and there.
They're playing with your money at this point.
I mean, if you want to
go ahead.
What I'm saying is if you want to deal with somebody who's going to take the product back with them, lock that spot down. Because I know certain people like dealing with certain companies. We all have our favorites. I won't sell to no wholesale company unless we lock the price in right then and there. We both take the risk. I take the risk of it going up, and they take the risk of it going down. Otherwise, they're not getting my stuff.
Even when I'm at the shows, I tell the people you're getting paid right in there. We're not going to beat around the bush. We're not going to say, hey, I'll send you your money in a month.
When you have to ship to like a wholesaler or something, don't the wholesalers like the price down with you?
I think the only time I ever didn't pay somebody is when the guy really wanted to sell it to me bad and I just ran out of checks. And the guy, I didn't have any cash left or anything. It was a real busy show. He said, Mike, I trust you. Take it back, mail me a check. Well, we didn't do that. We didn't mail him a check. We got back, and Keith knows I do this a lot. We got his bank account. We ACH'd the money. The very next day after we got back, his money was in his account. He called me up and thanking me. You know how I do it. I do the ACHs.
We're starting to run a little bit behind on chat, so we're going to
let's get back to chats. I'm sorry, guys.
Answer them pretty quick. Has demand for copper rounds increased in your shops? The price of copper also hitting new highs. Thank you, John Christ. I do not deal with copper. Go ahead and take that.
Neither do I.
Okay,
I don't
there
either.
you go. So we wouldn't know on that particular instance. Here we go, Mr. E. If wholesalers aren't buying it, then that means they don't have buyers. I'm not buying that. They are backed up and bankers aren't extending. I'm not even sure what that word's extending credit. I think
yes, bankers are extending credit at 30% because they consider it a high risk because we can't ship it overseas. So therefore, no, they are not going to the banks and getting a line of credit for it.
Yeah, because it's a high risk. So if they don't have the money, they're not going to buy. I'm going to buy until I run out of money. What about you, bro?
Yeah, me too.
And I'm not going to run out of money because if it takes me selling it for less, I'll sell it for less. Hey, I go on Whatnot, guys. A lot of my stuff, buck and go. And it's like I get what I get, and then I adjust my buying and selling accordingly. Okay. What program? I'm not sure what your question is, Brett Walsey. If you could come back at that, I'd appreciate it. Question marks here. Will 1/10 ounce gold eagles always have a premium on the buyback? With me, they will for a while. What about you?
Yes.
They will. What I can say about that is they will always have a premium larger than the larger eagles, like the quarter, the half, and the 1 ounce. Whether it will always be above spot or not, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do know they will always command a higher price per ounce. Is that not the way we would probably say it?
Yes.
Protects us in case, we're wrong and it is they end up getting bought back less than spot. It's crazy.
Well, that depends on what dealer. There is dealers out there, I hear horrors that are doing that with 10th ounces. And no, you get spot or a little above that, right? At least that right now.
Okay, Sir Low, here we go. I just caught this. He goes, if silver quarters are 17, what could you get a seller down to since they can't turn it over? I sold some silver quarters on my YouTube for $15 a piece the other day. And then I had to pay PayPal fees and such. So if they're 17, probably if I was selling them 15, I'd be $13.50. But if I was selling them 17, I'd be 15. What would you say? About 10% less?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I was selling at $63 face today on 90%. So I wasn't getting
under melt. That's less than $16. So it kind of depends. You got to find out what the person's selling the quarters for.
What we're doing right now is we're doing the 90% back around $4.
Now, I don't want to laugh at anybody, but I told you guys it was a great deal. Ha ha on you. Aspired Alchemist pulled this up. I said, this is a great deal. You guys should take it. I had 3 10-ounce bars for sale at $9 or $950 on Sunday, and no one bought. Guess what it costs now 48 hours later? And I was paying the shipping. I was going to pay the PayPal fees and only get $950. Yeah. Now it melts for that. Okay, here we go. What might lead to physical spot price eventually decoupling? What might lead to physical spot price eventually decoupling from the phony paper markets? It's already starting to separate whether we're actually going to see a physical price and a paper price. I don't know. But it's already been separated, hasn't it, Mike?
Oh, yes.
It's just people don't quite understand it, and they're calling the difference premiums. It's not premiums. This is the physical price. That's exactly what it is. You can't get physical for the paper market. You can find some people who are having trouble selling it will sell it lower, so do shop around, but it's not slowing down. Is it true you wrote on it? Oh, man. I was pre-yawning on that. I didn't see it. Yeah, I wrote on it. I don't know about that. I don't know. My bus was so short, I don't think it could have been called a bus. We are only 5 minutes back now. Scrolling. Here's another question. MM says, are there any difference between auction houses, Stacks and Bowers, or Heritage? What are the differences in the auction houses? Stacks and Bowers versus Heritage.
Okay. Oh, well, Heritage has been around longer. A lot of people recognize Heritage. They are the world's largest. Stacks and Bowers got a good deal going right now with the U.S. Mint. Guys, Stacks and Bowers, though, I think some of their stuff, I just don't. Heritage will work with me. Stacks and Bowers don't give me a whole lot of room. So I would say that if I was buying or selling, I would probably go to Heritage on just about everything.
Here we go. Buy low, sell high. Chai. My LCS told me past Saturday that the refiners for 80+% pure silver is a floating price and not paying until June. Scary monsters. I don't know if it'd be about. That seems kind of weird that they're not like locking the price.
What foundry?
Yeah, that just don't sound right.
That don't even sound right. I don't know what foundry company you're using.
Yeah, it's scary. Anybody tell you that they're not dictating the price till June, that just don't seem right.
Nobody's going to go out that far. That's a really high risk. And if you're giving up your stuff and waiting for that, that's it. I would.
Where's Nico? They're somewhere. Okay, here we go. North Carolina stacker. Fun question. When do we break $100 an ounce? Well, not today.
Well, when somebody breaks out their crystal ball and gives it to me, I'll know.
It's already selling for over 100 in Shanghai.
It's selling for over 100 already, yes.
So technically, it is 100. It's just not showing it on the paper market. Wow, I caught up.
Let me do something here.
Here we go. J-Dog White Trash says, how much is the current silver spot price affecting collectible silver? A lot, because like you used to be able to buy MS $63. It started affecting it when it got to 40.
Okay, guys, here we go. I can't hide the name, so I ain't going to worry about it. I want you to take a look at these numbers. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, if you buy 1,500 or more, you can get it for 101 and some change from this company. You guys will see what company this is. Oh, let me get it.
It's over 100. I see 3 digits. I can't see them because it's kind of small. 104. Is that what it says? 106?
Yeah, 1 through 19, 104.15. But if you buy 1,500 or more, it's 101.15.
There you go.
But if you use a credit card, you're going to pay 105.36 again.
There you go. Okay.
I can go to the other ones because some of them get even higher than that. And, I was showing my customers today, and I'm going to tell you right now, we were selling underneath 100 today. But I was showing my customers these numbers, and one of the guys, his buddy, came with him because he wouldn't believe his buddy that I was beating these other companies online. He says, looks over his buddy, I've been buying for 3 years. Why didn't you get me in here sooner? Because he's been coming in for over 3 years to me.
Now, guys, I noticed there's over 300 people in the chat. Only 114 of these.
And this is them picking your design. You don't get to pick your design. It goes, in other words, this is their second. Now, if I show you the other price, it gets worse yet, the brand new Buffalo.
Okay, let's get back to this question. Right. How much is current silver price affecting collectibles? It started affecting MS63 Morgans when it was 40. And they've just been kind of going up right around spot plus price every since then. So to get an MS63, you might see it somewhere less than $9,500, but the odds of buying one for that ain't gonna happen.
You could buy one for around $95.
Well, it's going to be right where spot is, right near it. But
Yeah,
it used to be when it was under 40, it used to be for a common
above.
Morgan, it used to be up above spot. And this has happened plenty of times in history where silver has gone up and surpassed the collectible value for the metal in which it
When
contains.
silver was $35 an ounce, I was pointing this out to a guy because he said, which is better to buy, silver or silver dollars? I said, well, if you like to collect, silver dollars are okay. I was selling them because the gray sheet said $85. I'm only selling them for $10 more, and silver's more than doubled, almost 3 times.
It's just been crazy. So what I'm saying is, if you feel you cannot afford to stack silver, right now would be the opportune time to get into the collectible market with a larger amount of silver in it. You can get a beautiful coin, a little bit of history. It's a win-win for you and the collectible coin market.
Well, you remember what I said about silver being a poor man's gold. Well, now, guys, and this is why we're starting to see more copper.
Copper is a poor man's silver and gold. Silver and gold.
Poor man's silver. Silver is a poor man's gold. Copper is a poor man's silver.
Chris Conchard Corner says, what is the percentage of buyers versus sellers at y'all have seen? I'm almost even. I had a little bit more sellers last week, but I'm pretty 50-50. What about you? How's your percentage looking? More buyers, more sellers?
It's been a race.
It's back and forth. Yeah.
The bottom line is it's been really hard for me in the shop because I got so much rework that was already backed up. And today I brought out a cart that I bought yesterday. That even though I was closed, I had a steak come in. I was going to try to work it today. And all I did was, as people was coming in, stacking more on top of it.
Oh, new update.
I am going to do a video, guys. I didn't hardly buy anything in Houston. So I am going to be doing a video of what I bought on Monday and Tuesday.
Let's pick this chat up a little bit. Let's get this more exciting. I have an announcement to make.
Let's go.
Gold, new all-time high. $4,831. It is now sitting at $4,821. Boom. Maybe we should have made this Will Gold slow down, huh? Because it seems to be
I'm sure I'm going to get a phone call tomorrow.
Silver got the 90.
Thank me for talking him into doing it. Pull the gun on gold because he had plenty of silver.
Here's a great question from one of our mods, John Jacobs. Thank you. Should we throw away our gray sheets and red books? I think you should have said for the time being. What do you think?
Well, you never could go by the red book. I mean, the red book, it's printed out way too far. It can never be accurate.
What about the gray sheet?
I'm going to tell you, the gray sheet is just a price kind of guide, but it ain't even good for right now with silver moving as fast as it is. One thing I will tell you, Mid-America this year is not going to be carrying the red books. We are dropping our deal with Whitman. We are. The thing is, I was a little upset last year when we received the new red books, and they took out the grading part of it. They made another grading book, and Whitman owns it too, trying to force you to buy the book. So you're buying 2 books a year now. And you know what? We're done. We're done. They was never accurate anyway. Buy a grading book. Screw the red book.
Here we go. Will the U.S. Mint wholesalers be affected by the price increase on Silver Eagles moving forward? He's talking about the bulk dealers who are allowed to get the Green Monster box. What do you think?
We've already been shorted this year. We had the email sent from the U.S. Mint that they was halting all sales on bullion silver until further notice.
So we're going to see what happens a month down the road or 2 months. We'll see what goes on.
Now, we are not number 1. We are number 2. We work with one of the number 1 guys. But the email went out to us too for the simple reason we do work with the U.S. Mint, and they know we handle a lot of the bullion. So we finally got told why we only got a few boxes, not 30 boxes.
Okay, here you go, Mike. C-Bob says, are you guys having a harder time selling 100-ounce bars of silver because it's getting close to 10K cash limit? That's the problem with 100 ounces. I've always worried about that 10K limit with the 100-ounce bars.
A lot of people don't want to buy them now. It's like one lump of sum, $10,000 gone.
Yeah, they'll buy a couple ounces of gold. It is slowing down for us.
They'd rather buy 100 of 5 ounces, 10 ounces, or 1 ounces. They'd rather buy 100 ounces that way than buy that big 100-ounce bar.
Mr. E says, we may be at silver pullback. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I don't see it yet. I mean, it could happen, but there's too much invested in the physical silver, too much demand at this time.
Well, some of the analysts are now pushing towards March being a 140 mark. So they're changing their numbers. At one point, they called it 120. Now they're calling it 140.
84 Oregon, MS63, $85 with free shipping on eBay, and the coin books look like poop. That's right. So, yeah, be cautious. If you buy on any online format, make sure you know the people you buy from. If you've bought from them before, sure, that's okay. But don't trust somebody don't get me wrong, okay. I'm not trying to dog California here, but there are a lot of international ports on the West and the East Coast. So if the person has an address, make sure you know them because they might be somebody from Alibaba or something selling that. So you got to know.
I'm going to tell you, guys, and this is why I took the meeting with eBay. They're actually now have bodies you can reach on eBay. They're trying to get more customer friendly. They're going to come to Tulsa. They're just walking because I didn't have room to let them set up. eBay will be there walking the show. The one thing I'm going to tell you, eBay really wants to get this stuff that's been getting through their site dealt with. They are trying to deal with it, trying to stop this fake stuff getting through. So if you do buy something fake, immediately contact eBay. Let them know because they do have an anti-theft program going on now.
Okay, guys.
So
I want to announce that we are at a new record tonight. There was just a second ago. Now it's not. 397 people in the chat. We almost broke 400. That would be a new record. But thank you guys for watching. Here we go.
How many thumbs up?
Did you thumbs up it? We need some thumbs up because we're nowhere near 384. Do you guys think the proof wholesale market on Silver Eagles will go up because of the mint price on the website? I think it will affect it slightly, but it's I guess a physical game now. And when I say he who holds the silver controls the price, I'm not talking about dealers like Mike and I. I'm talking about people like J.P. Morgan, who has one of the largest physical holdings. People like the Shanghai Mint. Those guys are the ones that are going to really control the price. And Shanghai, they're saying it's 115 to 120. So that kind of makes you wonder, are we low?
All right. Guys, I do got one more question I want to ask you, if that's all right.
333 for me. Or one
How do you guys feel about Walmart's coming into the collector game?
Here we go, and we'll get back to those answers. Just start putting them in the chat with some question marks in front, and we'll highlight it. Just yeses or no. Pre-33 for me. For me, what about you? Pre-33 or 1 ounce? What do you prefer?
I got a lot of pre-33 collectible gold, so I guess I'd be pre.
Okay, if you went for modern, Eagle or Maple?
Maple.
Here we go. Keith is 100% correct. I have switched my mind to much more collectible and pre-33 fractional gold up to half Eagle value. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And it happens every time silver or gold has an increase in value dramatically. You can go to the collectibles market and still stay in the bullion market, just have more fun doing it. And it feels like you're getting a better value, but you're still only getting 3/4 of an ounce instead of an ounce, but you're getting something that has more upswing potential. Are you not? A silver dollar can get more rare than a 1 ounce round. Okay, Jim says, could refiners be suppressing silver price? I don't know.
I don't think they are, considering they are trying to get me to buy. I've been offered silver back a spot from them a little bit, just so I'd take some of it.
I've invited Seeker and Raven to the. I haven't invited any channels. They're more than welcome to come, but I'm not going to single out a particular channel for our 25K Gall next Sunday, 11:45 Eastern on the 25th. We're giving away 25 plus pieces of silver. We have some stuff donated. We have more stuff coming. So it's going to be an exciting giveaway with a few buy it nows, so anybody can buy stuff to help pay for shipping.
What giveaway? I didn't know nothing about it.
You got to come to my show on Sunday, man. 11:45 Eastern. My auction has turned into a giveaway.
I was on my way back from another show.
No, this coming Sunday on the 25th.
Well, I haven't been able to watch it because I've been going for the last couple of weeks.
Are you going to be busy Sunday?
Not this Sunday, finally.
Then come on YouTube and come to my 25K giveaway. Come on, 4 more people to get that. We got to break the 400. Get your friends over here. Share the show.
Guys, we might be able to squeeze something to throw in there. And I might have to pull out a key stash and give it back to him when he gets here.
Here we go. Hi, Mike. Are you going to Hot Spring, Arkansas show this weekend? Yes, no.
I cannot, man. If I go there, I'm going to be seeing a divorce lawyer. I promised my wife no shows this weekend because I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Warren Slicks, Mint's charging 173 for Proof Eagles, silver. What does the previous year's proof? What does it do to them? I think it's going to slowly bring them up. Notice
it already started moving some of them.
What's that?
It already started moving some of them.
But a little tip and word to the wise, guys. The newer, higher price for the Proof Eagles, look for the 93 and the 94. They have not gone up. They are the key dates. Are they not on the proof? 94 first, then 93.
Yeah, but I heard something about Mid-America yanked all theirs because they seen that.
What I'm saying is look around on the internet. Those are the key dates. So normally the 94 is what? 120 to 150 back and forth. But
it's
you can still get it for 120 to 150.
Like 120 or 125. Yeah. Due to the price of silver, Mid-America yanked theirs.
Okay, here we go. Mr. E says, can we talk about if we should be trading our silver for gold? This is it for silver. I don't think it's it for silver, but the ratio, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
Coming back.
I did have a guy do that, come in and trade silver in for gold.
I think he's asking, is the 50 to 1 going to be the best ratio we're going to get?
No, it's not. Okay, guys, you didn't hear me earlier in the show. It got as low as 48 to 1. And then gold decided to put its name up on the board again. It wasn't silver doing the movement anymore. Gold stepped in and came in with a vengeance today.
Yeah, it did.
So, but what I always say, and I hope you guys listen to me, gold will not go down to silver. So what does that mean? Silver is going to go to gold. In order to get them ratios that we're all looking for, and I am looking between 35, 40 to 1. I'm not going to settle at 40.
I'm hoping for 40 to 1. I was going to trade at 50 to 1, but I'm hoping for 40.
Seen it hit 48. I said, wait a minute. It's getting close. And then gold decided to put a damper in my program.
Okay. Well, with baseball cards they sent to an authenticator, why can't they do this with bullion? I don't know. Some bullion pieces they can send to authenticators. Like,
oh, you guys didn't see my Engelhardt error? I sent that off. That's a bullion coin.
Here we go. Here's some. I'm starting to see. I'm caught up to the Walmart question. Here we go. I'm going to highlight a bunch of these real quick. Walmart can blow. Walmart. That is so wrong. Let's go. And I don't think Nathan's talking about Walmart. Walmart, mixed feelings for sure. Walmart will not be what we will buy from. Walmart started very badly, just like eBay. Still a lot of fake coin sellers. Yes, there are a lot of fake coin sellers on Walmart and eBay both. Walmart
is moving away from the bullion, though. They want to get into collectibles now.
Yeah, but the C-Bob says Walmart will bring more Chinese fakes into the country. Think might be bad.
Okay, next question then. Walmart's asked me to join them with my collectibles. What do you guys think? No? Yes? What?
Do you want Mike to join up with Walmart? Yes or no?
Your opinion really does matter to me because I have been tossing around since the fun show.
Walmart will still be a storefront for precious metal sellers, bullion, or collectibles. Walmart stocks nothing. That's basically, yeah, Stephen, that's what they're talking about. They're getting larger dealers and such to do it for them. And they're trying to get reputable dealers. They're hoping to get them in country, I would imagine. Walmart, not for me. I prefer to support my LCS, and I have a steady relationship. Yeah, dude, that's good. But remember, we could even be your LCS because we're just small. Local. At least I am. I'm a small local.
I haven't gave their guy a call back. I told him I'd think about it after the fun show. I did not invite Walmart to dinner with us at the U.S. Mint and Sunshine Mint and eBay. That was just our dinner. I was about to let them come.
JJ has something here. He says Sunday is YouTube auction day, 11:45 Eastern. But this Sunday is now buy it nows and a GAW only, no auction items. That means anybody, if I have in the spreadsheet, you can buy it, help pay for shipping, or not buy it. Doesn't matter. We're still giving all that stuff away one way or the other. Doesn't matter if you buy or not. You can just come in here on Coin Crew channel Sunday. There's got to be, I don't know, a few $1,000s worth of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. We're giving it away for free. We're even going to pay the shipping. Here we go. Traded 106 ounces of silver when GSR was 51-1. Got 2 ounces to go. 1 Pan Bar, 1 Canadian Maple. I bought silver around $30, $35. Was that a good deal?
At the time, it was.
Yeah, that was a great deal. Synaxis says, no shows except for Keys. Well, thank you, my friend. But what about my brother, man? You got to hook him up. Got to watch his shows, too. So, yeah, we'll enter a collab on this after it's over. We can't collab it while it's live. So, because we usually get about half our views after the show, don't we, Mike? So,
yes.
A lot of you guys who, if you know other people, let them know about it.
But, yeah, that was the question I wanted to know. If you guys think I should join up with them, put some of my collectible coins on their site or whatever you guys think, because your opinion matters.
What would you trade 1,000 phase for 90% of gold in this market? I don't have a calculator handy, so I don't think we can.
1,000 face of 90% gold?
And no, he said 1,000 face. He's talking 90% silver.
Well, it said gold.
What would you trade 1,000 face of 90% for gold?
For gold, okay.
Yeah, a lot of that depends on, is it junk? Is it quality stuff? Is it uncirculated stuff? A lot of people, and you'll see it, you'll buy from some of these online dealers, they'll sell you a roll of $10 sealed up, and half of them's darn, well, maybe not half, but quite a few of them is slick, undated standing quarters. So it really depends on the quality. I always inspect quality when I buy 90% because I put the junk stuff to one side. And if they sell it to me, I give it away.
No, we take all the flat stuff and everything and goes to milk.
Walmart got some deals. Yes. Yes, I like Walmart. 10-minute warning. Oh, I'm behind. What's the name of the laser testing gun that tests gold and silver for purity? XRF gun. Is that not correct? Did I say that right?
Yeah, XRF.
It's called an XRF. They also have a little tray you can put them in too, which is a little bit different, but it's the same thing. Mike at Wally World? Nah, I know, right? Hell no, kicks rock. I think, well, Arcadia says yes. My wife says I wouldn't do it. Will they change a name to Mike Mart?
Hey, that's a good idea. If they did that, I might even consider it more.
He likes that.
They're asked in Mid-America. They didn't ask Mike, okay?
Walmart is bad. Mike at this time, no. Mike doesn't mean actually buying. Wow, there's so many people in here. Wow, there's a lot of people. Let's my post office got more rounds. Oh yeah, and Spikey says his post office got more silver rounds in. Only $225 an ounce. Canadian, of course.
Oh, they sell silver rounds in Canada?
Yeah, and they're $225 an ounce.
I didn't know that.
Exchange rate that seems a little high. I would think it'd be more like what?
Wait a minute. Let's back up now.
What's the ratio, Spikey?
We was just complaining about the U.S. Mint selling their silver at 173, and now we just looked at the post office in Canada is selling for $225. I don't think the U.S. Mint is that bad after looking at that.
Well, that's right, because they're just selling rounds. Here we go. Mrs. Coin Crew, how do we purchase from you guys on Sunday? Do I use credit card? We'll explain all that on Sunday. We don't really talk about selling items here. This is just a chat. We don't do any giveaways. We don't sell things on this thing. But we do encourage you to go to our selling platforms.
Oh, man, I was just going to do a giveaway too, and you said, no, we can't do it.
No giveaways. We used to allow people to give giveaways.
Guys, I was going to give that bullet behind Keith's head away and along with that dinosaur.
That's a little 10-ounce bullet. I thought my 100-ounce bullet was back there.
I'm talking about the dinosaur too.
Oh, that's Angel's.
Well, that's why I'm giving one of each, one of yours and one of hers.
Yeah, she paid a lot for that, and I'm kind of wondering. I still think it's a lot, but it's getting closer now. Hard no for Walmart.
Okay.
I got this.
Well, it sounds like I got more no's than yes.
So I got this wireless mouse. It's kind of weird.
Looks like we're going to do a hard no for Walmart when I talk to them later this week. Thank you guys for your opinion. I really do appreciate that because now you made up my mind.
Penny Scout just made an important comment. He happens to mention that the banks in Mexico sells the Libertads. Yeah, if you guys go to Mexico, you can check and see if they got any at the banks.
Yeah, see if you can take them out of there, though.
Yeah, getting them out of the country is another story. They may have to have an account or something. I don't know. But I do know somebody that goes down there and gets them through that way. A coin dealer actually goes down there and gets them. Yankee Pride says that's $162 US. US Mint is more expensive. Okay, so $225.
Wait a minute. These are silver rounds. The US Mint is proof eagles.
Well, they could be Canadian maples, but they're probably rounds. But even yet, they're still proof.
If that's the case,
then you would go to the burnished. Then you would go to the burnished W Eagles, which is 163. So we're still $1 more. So, yeah,
well, no, you can buy the MS Eagles from your LCS and get them for a lot cheaper than that.
Well, that's true. That's true. Okay, here we go. Haven't you heard about the stories about Walmart being easy to get along with, then later get bossy? I think a lot of places are like that. They're easy to get along with at first, and then later, yeah, because they did that. They did it with MasterCard. They did it with PepsiCo, where they literally kicked them out because they wouldn't give them the deal they wanted. Yeah, get you in and rough you up and say, you're gone, to get you totally dependent on them. But no, dudes, seriously, silver. I almost lost the whole topic there for a second. Silver, is it going to slow down? According to Shanghai, what say you?
Well, they guys must know something. Them eyes are always slanted, so you got to really watch them guys.
Now, I got an email from the Scottsdale Mint. I that's what my video was
Those
around.
Guys are smart. I'm going to tell you. I mean, they beat us in a lot of stuff. And Now they're beating us on buying power because I mean they're offering numbers that's making other countries sell it to them.
Now, is that going to make the U.S., if we give up all our metals, is that going to put us in a weird position? I mean, seriously, with all the technological components needing silver, what happens if we get to a point where we need silver? It might be a wise idea, like I said, even though silver's getting expensive, for you guys to keep on buying silver. Because if the government don't have it, at least we should have it. And with that note, I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys rock. Thank you for all the thumbs up, all the views. We still got 336 people. We got dead close to 400, 397. Mike, you want to add anything?
I do want to add something.
Besides talking about the golf on Sunday.
Guys, we are not going to worry about that auction. You guys already heard about that. We're going to talk about the shows coming up. Guys, make sure that for any of you guys that want to get a table, get it in there. Tulsa is getting sold out. We're hoping Lansing sells out. We are working on one there. We're going to have a lot of good things going this year. Like I said, we got Sunshine Mint coming. We got the U.S. Mint coming. And eBay's going to be walking Tulsa floor, but they're going to be setting up at the other shows. That's another place that we already had a superstore there. We decided to fire it up since they're being more transparent. So we're going to start looking on eBay for our store again. We are going to be putting stuff up there. As far as Walmart's, you guys answered it for me. I appreciate all you guys' help on that. You made up my mind. It's going to be a hard pass for me to them. I know they ain't used to being turned down, but they'll get used to it.
And another quick update, new all-time high for gold, 48.4150, currently sitting at 48.36. Another record.
He's buying everybody's gold at 5,000 today.
Oh, I hear you. But guys, show up if you can Sunday, 11:45 Eastern to my 25K draw. Lots of silver being given away for free. And until then, guys, I guess I could say one thing. Keep on stacking because it's fun. Still there for my wife. Later.